Hello everyone. In this video, we will learn about unary operators in Java. Unary operators work with only one operand and are commonly used for incrementing, decrementing, changing signs, and logical negotiation. So, what is unary operator? Operates on a single operand. A unary operator is an operator that works on only one operand. Unlike arithmetic operators that need two values, unary operators need just one value. So they are commonly used to increase, decrease, or modify values. So, what are the types of unary operator? So, unary plus, unary minus, increment, that is plus plus. Next is decrement, minus minus, logical not. So Java provides several unary operators. Unary plus keeps the value positive. Unary minus changes the sign, and increment and decrement change the value by 1, and logical not reverses a boolean value. So let's see an example in IntelliJ. So for example, unary operator. So int num equals to 10. And let's print num. We'll say plus num. So unary plus operator indicates a positive value. It does not change the value and is rarely used in practice. But still, let's see, run the program. So here we can see the value is same. So likewise, we have unary minus. So same way we can do. I will just replace plus with minus. So unary minus operator changes the sign of a original value. So if the number is positive, it becomes negative. And if the number is negative, it becomes positive. So in this case, number is positive, so it will change it to negative. So let's run the program and check the output. So here we can see it is showing -10. So it is Unary Minus. So let's take one more example. Instead of plus, we'll be taking -10, and let's see what is the output with Unary Minus. We'll run the application. See, here it is +10. So minus will change the sign. If it is positive, it will convert it to negative, and if it is negative, then it will convert to positive. So next is increment operator. Increment operator. So let's say example int count equals to 5, and suppose we are doing count plus plus semicolon, and we are printing the value of count. So in line number 11, we are initializing count with the value 5, and in the line 12, we are using increment operator. So it will increase by 1. So it should become 6, and we are printing in the next line. So let's run the program. Before running program, I will comment previous print lines. See, output is 6. So previous value was 5, and we have used the increment operator, so the value became 6. So the increment operator increases the value of variable by 1. And let me tell you, it is frequently used in loops and counters that we will see in the later videos. So one more concept we need to understand that is related to increment operator. Increment, or we can say decrement also. So first we'll go with increment operator, and that is pre-increment versus post-increment. Let's pre-increment and post-increment. So first we'll see pre-increment. So for example, int a equals to 4. So pre-increment means the increment operator sign will come before the variable name. So increment means plus plus, and the variable is A. So we'll print in the same line so this is pre-increment. Increment operator will place before the variable name. So what internally it will do means it will increase the value of variable A in the same line. So value becomes 5. Let's check the output. Let's run the program and check the output. So here we can see the output as 5. So we can conclude if we are using pre-increment, then in the same line the value will get increased by 1. Now let's move on to post-increment. Let's say example int b equals to 6. Then we will do b plus plus. So here we have initialized the variable b with value 6, and in the next line we have written b plus plus. That means b, we have used post increment. So increment operator is placed after the variable name. So the value of b will not increase in the same line. It will get increase in the next line. So we have written b plus plus line number 23. So it will not be increased in the line number 23. Instead, in the next line, it will increase by 1 and value of b will become 7. So here value of b is 6. Let's verify. Let's run the program. And so here the output is 6. That means in the line in which we are using post-increment operator, the value remains as it is. It will increase in the next line if we are using post-increment operator. Let's verify by printing the value of b in the next line. Let's rerun the program and verify the output. So here we can see first line b plus plus value is 6, and in the next line value of b increased by 1. So what we understood, if we are using pre-increment operator, then the value of variable will increase in the same line, and for post-increment the value will get increase in the next line. So understanding the difference is very important for interviews and coding. Likewise, we can see for decrement also, decrement operator. So let's have one example of decrement operator. So let's say int c equals to 5, c minus minus, and we'll print the value of c. So here we have initialized variable c with value 5. In the next line, we are using decrement operator. Now we can say this is post-decrement operator. So in line number 28, the value of c will be 5. But in the next line, the value of c will change, and since we are using decrement operator, it will reduce by value 1. So it will become 4. So let's verify by running the program. So here in output, we can verify that value of c is 4. So the decrement operator decreases the value of a variable by 1. It is often used when counting backwards in the loops. So you don't need to worry about loops. We'll see in later videos in detail. So for now we understood decrement operator and increment operator and pre-decrement, post-decrement. So just like increment, decrement also has pre and post version. So pre-decrement decreases first and then uses the value, while post-decrement uses the current value first and then decreases it, as we have seen here. So let's move on to the next unary operator, that is logical not operator. Let me put in caps not. So let's have an example. Boolean is Java equals to true. Let's print the not of is Java fun. I will comment print lines before. So here we have initialized variable is Java fun with true, and in the next line we are using unary not operator. So not operator uses to reverse the value of a variable. So let's run the application and check the output. So here in the output, we can verify that it reverses the value of variable is Java fun from true to false. So the logical not operator reverses a boolean value. That means true becomes false and false becomes true. So it is commonly used in conditional statements. So conditional statements in the sense there are if-else conditions. So we'll see in later videos. So for now, we should remember not operator reverses the value of original value. So let's summarize what we have learned so far. So unary operators work with a single operand. As we can see here, everywhere in every example, the variable is single. Count A, B, in this case C, and in this case is Java fun. So everywhere within the examples we have used single operand. So unary operators work with a single operand. Java provides Unary Plus, Unary Minus, Increment, Decrement, and logical not operators. Understanding pre and post increment or decrement is especially important for writing correct code and performing well in interviews. That's all for this video. I hope this tutorial helped you understand unary operators. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.